Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Trap Check. I am Chase Byram, your dungeon master, and tonight we have another event that Travis has planned for. So, Travis, go ahead and take it away.
I will take it away. Thank you, Chase. So we got our returning sponsor, as always, Civi, our fantastic digital artist. We are getting our characters drawn right this moment. Probably not. I don't know that for sure, but she's done a pretty good job on a few of ours, and they're looking real good. So we're gonna have those done soon, and you guys will see what we have in store for you pretty soon. So I will put her Patreon and her Tumblr down in the description or on the video. I don't know. Nathan will edit it, probably on my face or something. I don't know. But all you gotta do is pledge $5 a month on our Patreon, and you'll get a free sketch a month. That's about it. They look pretty good, and well, you can find out more on her Tumblr. I have a little fun thing today. I was watching the other Harry Potters recently, and I thought to myself, what other words can become an anagram? Might not understand why I'm thinking that. I'm watching The Chamber of Secrets with Voldemort, you know, how he changes his name. Yeah, so you guys know or you're stupid, like Johnny Crimson. And I was thinking, what other words can be an anagram that we might not know? Or that we've seen but didn't realize that we can arrange the letters and make it another word that can be entirely funny and ironic. And so we're gonna go through and we're gonna see if the rest of the crew here are smart like me.
I
'Cause
hate you.
I totally didn't look these up at all. So we're gonna start with the easy one, as always. Okay, Lord Voldemort, right? You guys know what that turned into, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Riddle.
Tom Marvolo Riddle. All right, pretty easy.
I always forget the
Pretty
Marvolo.
easy.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Marvolo. All right,
I stepped in Marvolo.
what do you guys think Postmaster can be changed into? I'll give you a couple seconds.
Stomp.
All right, time's up.
Stomp rats.
Stop, master.
Stamp store.
Oh, I was so close.
Oh.
Stamp store. Yeah, it's kind of ironic. I like it. All right, this is a good one. This is probably one of my favorites. Election results.
Um.
Well, that's a lot of letters.
Not my president. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's someone else's thought.
Lies. Let's recount.
That's funny.
Here's a pretty easier one for you guys. Easier is a great word. I just made it up on the spot, like plagiarism. Spine.
Oh, pines or
Yeah,
That's a
fine.
good one. Spine is a good one. Yeah.
Nipsey.
snipe.
Snipe is a
Snipe.
good one. Snipe is a good one. I was thinking of penis. Penis.
You're always thinking of penis.
Of course you
Penis
were.
was the first one. All right.
Of course you were.
This one, for all those math whiz out there, this one's for you. 11 plus 2.
94.
13.
No, you're not trying to find the answer, Nathan. You're trying to rearrange them.
-2.
Okay.
Plus 12.
No.
11.25.
1 plus
Yeah.
12.
Yeah. 12 plus 1. Look at that. Johnny Crimson's smarter than you.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, I feel
right.
like an idiot now.
Debit card.
Cord.
Bad credit.
Bad credit.
I had credit. I just was trying to figure out the other word.
All right, here we go. Subtext.
Oh, I know this one.
Text sub. Got it.
No.
Butt sex.
Yep.
Butt sex.
Butt sex. You're right. Butt sex. Well done. Well done, you dirty-minded animals. You filthy animals. All right. Father-in-law.
Is this some sort of
Lather,
crap deck thing that you're coming up with?
lather fin.
Lather and Fa.
Near half-wit.
Hmm.
What about mother-in-law?
Okay, this is seriously crap deck stuff, isn't it?
These are all the tabs that I look up on.
Hmm.
Her,
Mofo.
her,
Woman Hitler. And by far the best one that I have ever come up with. Presbyterians.
No.
Yes. Bystanders?
by
Pretty close. Britney Spears. There we go. That's all the ones that I came up with. There were a shit ton more, and I might do another video on this, but that was actually pretty fun to look up. So now, whenever someone says Presbyterians or a Presbyterian goes by, or I go to a Presbyterian church, I know that it's secretly a quote for Britney Spears. So, anyways,
not a secret.
check out Civvy, everybody. Back to you, Chase.
Fantastic. Thank you, Travis, for that. Very. It's always interesting having you do a skit because I never know whether or not it's going to make me look stupid or all of us look stupid. So,
Hey, I got 2.
yeah,
So
you
just you.
did.
Yeah, okay,
Just me.
Chase, they're just focused towards you.
Yeah. So,
Especially
Yeah. Yes, I like to be multiple people at once. Gotta be.
to get the voice
Um,
to take turns.
Other than that,
10 points to anybody who uses those anagrams in today's session.
I might
Challenge
start
accepted.
deducting levels now. Like we have milestones. Now I'm gonna have like negative milestones. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Negative 4, negative level 4 is now my new goal.
Yeah.
So what's the butt sex on that? Sorry, subtext.
And
That's
with
fine.
that,
That made my
we're gonna
armpits
go into
moist.
this week's episode on Trap Check. See you after the little cutscene. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's session. Now,
Shitballs.
great, thanks. A quick recap. Everyone was in an interesting moment back on the ship, trying to get it back prepared, talking with everyone, trying to figure things out now since they do not have a designated captain. Trying to get things situated, finding something right off the boat, going off and searching for it, and having kind of a little bit of issues as Julian Vane was arguing with one of the crew members, Acellus. That is, of course, when Adla stepped in and saved the day and took a small expedition out into the village. And that is where we continue. Now, Adla, you and the rest of the group are going off with Balazar and Acellus. The only one staying behind is still Julian, keeping watch of the boat and the massive amount of people that you guys have trying to fix the boat.
Headlock. Why we go back this way?
Well, been kind of curious about this town, and well, Mr. Timber told me earlier that we're running low on lumber, so maybe there could be some we could use in the town. Maybe I don't know. That's just either that, or we chop down some trees, and who knows what these trees can do to us.
I know it's been a while, but you remember what happened last time we got off the boat?
Yeah, I got my arms detached from my body.
That was a good one. Oh, that was a good
Yeah.
one. that was funny. Blood everywhere.
Fake blood everywhere. Yeah.
Captain not amused.
Captain Pride hurt.
I was thinking more about gorilla dog thing.
Oh, didn't we already kill one of those?
One, and for there to be one, there has to first be two.
But what if what if that was the last one alive? We don't know how long it's been here. Just stay stealthy, all right? Two Gun, shut the fuck up.
Yar, that's not be my strong suit.
Johnny, I was done talking to you. God damn it.
Okay, but
I forgot you were here, Johnny.
I go on record saying bad idea.
I mean, you're welcome to go back to the boat by yourself.
I'm not going anywhere by myself.
All right, then. We're moving on.
Okay, but I get middle. Johnny,
I don't care where you
bring
go.
up rear.
Okay.
Balazar,
Yeah,
you
will
wanna
do.
take front with me?
Oh, fine.
Might as well be noble.
Acellus, what do you see? Oh, he's in the tree. Acellus, what do you see?
Let me check from all the way back here. It's kind of hard to do. Do you want me at the front or in the back?
I want you where you will be the most beneficial.
All right, I'll lead the way then.
Then you can stand next to me. Balazar, you're behind us.
Fine.
So let's be our scout.
Balazar, you're gonna have to babysit Johnny and Two Gun.
No one babysits me.
Let's be our scout, correct?
Correct?
Indeed I am.
Celis, you know, listen for a moment. Adler, how good has he done so far?
He's right here, Two Gun. He can hear you.
No, I told him no listen. I told him no listen.
Oh, I'm not listening. What are you talking about?
We talking about Julian.
How fantastic have I been doing so far? I don't know.
No. Let's just go, Adler. I got bad feeling.
You always had bad feeling. It was the poached egg, I'm telling you.
Oh, those eggs so
Oh.
good.
Oh, God.
So,
No.
Oh,
I'm
there's
gonna
a
puke.
little bit of bad news, boys. I can't quite tell.
What surprise?
I
Ignore
can't
him.
quite tell what's gone through this part of the forest because it's muddy. So what I am about to say is we are going to need to watch our steps because I cannot guarantee that what you step in is going to be either flat earth, mud, or a pit that you fall into. Follow my route and follow it carefully. This is not going to be fun. And you see Acellus start to carefully bring out this kind of walking stick and start prodding along the areas. As you start to see the ground, what looks to be kind of flat and kind of normal ground, as he pokes it, it actually disperses all the gunk that has been sitting on the water. And as you now realize that this part of the forest has turned more into a bog in a swamp.
Ooh. Nasty. All right. I'll follow your lead, Acellus.
All right, let's go.
My feet, where you put your feet.
Yes. Balasai, you're kind of large. Good luck. And Acellus begins to slowly weed through what you guys would have never even pictured is like it looks like this area of the forest never really gets disturbed. So the fact that there's layers of like dirt on top of this water to almost make it look like normal ground is a little bit unsettling. But you all do start to make your way through this kind of boggy, swampy kind of area that seemed to have come out of nowhere.
Can I help Acellus find a good path through?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll help me on the next roll.
All right.
He gets you quite fairly onto the point, about halfway through, as you guys start to see actual solid ground where the water just barely you can tell the water line. Go ahead.
I'm rolling. What am I rolling?
You are going to be rolling a survival check for me.
All right. Here we go. Oh, what's that? It's going to be a 21.
All right. He's moving his way through. You only catch him a couple times, and help him like very slightly. But
Is-
overall, between the both of you,
Acellus,
what?
don't you think we should go left a little bit more around this tree, not to the right? It looks a little bit more stable on the left side there.
He goes and pokes the right side of the tree, and as he pokes down just a little bit more of a give, the rocks kind of crumble and fall. Yeah, all right. Thanks. As he
Of
goes
course.
around the left side. You guys actually go through and actually get to the other side. And as you start to get to land, you guys actually roll a perception check, actually.
Perception is my fortitude. 14.
14. Um, Looking around, you notice that there's a couple big things moving in the water where you guys kind of dropped the dirt in a little bit back. But these giant kind of like spines are coming out of the water, just slowly snaking their way towards that area.
Towards
W-
us.
Would I?
Not towards you, where you were.
To where we disturbed the water.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. I propose maybe if we find a different way back. It seems we have disturbed something in the water.
I don't remember coming this way. Didn't we have? Adlon, didn't you mark trees?
I did, but we were following something. We weren't going towards the town. We were going away from the town.
Hmm.
That's why we didn't go into this area. I'm sure we were very close, but I don't remember it
Now,
either.
we're following the riverfront. It looks like there probably was a dam that might have been keeping the water. Because if you look over here, which Alda has probably noticed, what we've been following is used to be what looked to have been a stone pathway, but definitely fallen to ruin, which means that this entire area was more solid ground. The only explanation to that is maybe a dam broke or something happened where the area recently flooded and now swampland once again.
Um, I want to go over to the edge of the water,
All right.
and I want to kind of put my hand through the water and just kind of feel uh the consistency of the water. If it feels different than regular water.
I think I know what you're going for. Roll a nature check.
All right.
Did we all see the spines sticking out of the water?
Speaking of, as soon as he starts to stick his hand in the water, you guys see where you disturbed the water not too long ago, these giant, almost skeleton-like, but not skeleton, as in like undead, but
Bony.
like bit bony, giant alligators come out, and they look kind of like alligators when they had originally come up, just really, really thin. However, as you see, their arms are a lot longer, and as they come out, they look like they can almost stand up on their hind legs and use their arms as they go up and snap the area with their hands, their claws, and then lastly with their teeth, and then just go back into the water and start surfing and slithering back around
At my hand or where we were?
where you guys were.
Oh God.
Headlaw, you see that?
Would I understand why they did that?
You would have to roll a nature check on that.
Oh, wait, I think I'm equally bad at nature.
Remember when I talked about gorilla dog thing? Now we got gorilla alligator thing.
Ooh. So I rolled
Two
a
gun. There is no
15,
such
which
thing.
makes it a 13.
The fact that they attacked the area that you were and the area that you disturbed and not the area that you're at must assume that their sight is not there. Like they must not be able to see, so they must try and find you through other senses.
My nature check was 12 for the water consistency. Or anything of the sort.
The water itself is a little bit gunky. This kind of got this green algae in it. Definitely not able to be consumed. As you go in, you sniff your fingers, look through the water a little bit, trying to figure out if it's like safe or something. You smell a little bit of something, but you can't quite.
What does it taste like?
Chicken.
Chicken. It tastes like alligator shit.
Headlaw, I don't like this place. Fellas, are you sure you're in the
Um,
right place? We're looking for lumber, not alligator dog.
Have you ever had like raw sushi?
No.
No.
I don't even eat sushi. I
I
don't
don't
eat
like
sushi.
sushi, so
Or
all
like,
Yeah.
sushi seems
what
wrong.
about like a expired meat that's a little bit past the date?
I'm sure I have at some
Travis,
point.
you know that pain from what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it was expired. I just don't think it was cooked.
This
fully.
is long expired. Like this is decayed flesh taste,
Ugh.
as well as the natural like bog water of just dirt, grime, gunk, algae. Like you are getting a mixture and a taste of a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, this water's not normal. I don't like it. Let's move on. Ugh.
This not place we're looking for. I told you I had bad feeling.
You shut up, or I stick my fingers down your throat.
Johnny,
Yar, maybe
I think we need
shouldn't
to
be
mutiny.
going into the water because
You can't just use that word. You don't know what it means to again.
we just take our Acellus and we go.
Yar, do you want to be the one going back?
No, you tell him I'm not.
No. But if it was just us, one of us would have to keep
Guys,
track of the path.
we're right here. We can
Ned.
hear you.
No, I told you no. Listen,
Oh my god.
I'm agreeing with you.
Tugun, that does not work when you do that.
it make me nervous. This place make me nervous. And there's no wood.
Time, Tugun. Good things take time, alright? You survived a bog full of undead, fleshless alligator fucks, alright? You survived a bunch of wood fucks on our boat. Probably might have been our lumber, I don't fucking know. You survived a frog king, alright? You survived the poached egg.
Oh, now I want lunch.
As Acellus goes over, hushing you all. Shh, shh, shh.
What is it?
And begins to point ahead of you guys, and a very slight movement. You see off in the distance, and then you see a heavily armored creature lurching forward and moving with intent and purpose, not quite at you guys, but kind of moving through the forest with a couple shambling creatures behind it that seem to be not quite as well armored. And you see this creature having like this kind of more regal helmet, has this flowing white hair as it's moving around, and then it just snaps back real quick in your direction. Just its slight head twitch as
Hide.
it begins to listen.
I fight a push to hide.
And then begins to walk
Towards us.
towards the not towards you guys, but a little bit towards where you guys were going.
I'm gonna hide.
It's going the same direction as us?
It's a little bit, yeah.
I'm going to put up a minor illusion that makes it look like there's a tree that I can clearly hide behind.
Are all of you going to be stealthing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Everyone roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah,
Hey,
baby.
people with 0
roll?
stealth that roll disadvantage.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay. All right. I got a 23 and a 26.
Ooh.
So that helps. Two gun, what'd you get?
I got a 23.
Damn.
Fantastic.
That's what I thought.
Adla.
Got 18.
Okay.
Not bad. Not
All
bad.
right.
I rolled low.
Now give it to me. Give it to me.
I need us to all stay
Johnny.
humble and
Oh,
divide
wow.
Travis's score by 3.
Wow.
21?
6.
What? What? You're dividing Travis's score by 3?
The
By what?
entire group focuses on keeping Johnny silent. But you all begin to kind of walk a little bit slow, but a little bit behind this shambling group. You
Is
can
it group you said, or is it one thing?
there's
There's one big guy with a few smaller guys.
one with a few smaller. Yeah.
Got it. And are they? Is the big guy? Is he like a large creature, or is he like medium size?
He's still humanoid.
Okay, he's just like more buff and a little taller than the others. Is what you're saying?
No, he's
Oh.
walking normally, and he's covered in he or whatever is covered in armor, and
So-
like
So the smaller guys are like, are they still medium or are they small?
they're still medium. They
Okay,
look to
they're
be like normal skeletons,
Okay, but they're just smaller than the first guy, or are they just less armored?
less armored.
Okay, that makes sense. Now I've got a visual in my head.
Yeah, I think to give you guys a better visual, this creature that's leading them has this giant blade that it is always wielding, and you see it has carvings on both sides as it moves, cutting through the trees, and it has rigid edges to where it looks like a kind of like a chainsaw edges on the side until it goes about halfway. And then the armor is like a hue between either like jet black or like cobalt blue. and so there'll be like cobalt blue clothing and like cloth, and then the armor pieces itself is like a jet like obsidian black.
How many guys do I see from my position?
There's currently only 3. There's the one, heavily armored. Think of it as um, like Dark Souls kind of medieval, like fantasy armored style.
Got it.
Okay, from my hiding behind my illusion, would I be able to see the markings on the blade? Would I be able to read them?
You would have to bring down your illusion, and also be constantly casting illusion.
I think I will just keep my illusion.
Do you want to keep on casting it while you're walking?
I don't think we'll need to.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought we were still stopped.
Right.
That was a thought. What the fuck? Did I fuck his name up? I don't know. I can't remember his name. Bow. We'll just call him Bow. Bow.
Yeah.
Bowel.
You reckon we could take this thing? I feel like we could take out the other 2 pretty easily, but the armored guy, I don't know.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
They seem to be on alert for something, like they're patrolling the area. I feel like if we can get rid of them, it might be easier to get into the town. I don't know what's in the town either.
Al, what do you think? Let me take a check. He's gonna do a quick last perception check.
I'll help him with that.
Alright, I'll do advantage. Alright. I don't think it might be a little bit tough, lads. You see the blade he has there? It's a runic blade. It kills your flesh instantly the moment it touches it.
Oh boy.
It's it's engraved with these necromantic magics. It's not good stuff.
Yeah, he'd
And
have
the
to hit me
armor-
first.
The armor does look a little bit worn in some places, and it has some weaknesses to it and some integrity issues. However, I don't know how strong this creature is or what it is. It's heavily armored and obviously has a somewhat of a guard, but
Maybe we can catch him off guard. I feel like maybe we can take out the other 2 guys from range, and he'll come towards us, right? If we
Okay.
lead him to the swamp and possibly get him into the swamp, we can have him deal with the alligators, and either we can leave or maybe we can try and take the blade if he survives. That way he'll be weaker. I don't. If we're in the town and there's trouble in the town, and these guys are there,
see,
we might be in trouble.
that might work if it was like a normal skeleton. I don't know about these guys. I don't know. We just don't know. Is it smart? Is it not smart? Is it just reactive? I mean, clearly it's leading the others.
I mean, I guess I've never really dealt with the undead like this before. I don't know.
I've never seen so many undead.
I don't know if there's an intelligence there, or if it's just innate to maybe who looks the strongest, or maybe who has something of more value. I don't know what kind of system or economy they go off of.
Anybody think maybe we should try and talk to them first?
Actually,
Hey.
speaking of, give me a quick history history check on that, Adla.
History, okay.
Yeah, to see what you know about undead.
Know about undead. That's gonna be a 13.
13. Yeah, basically the stronger the undead, typically, the more it leads.
Got
Other
it.
than
So
Would
it's
I, as a cleric, would I
exile
know
kinda
much,
thing.
even though I know.
You'll
I'm
be
quite a
the
cleric.
last one. You can either choose religion or history.
It's both -2.
Hmm.
Oh, that's so helpful.
11. That's the only reason I asked, was because it was -2.
Man, that's something Johnny would do, I think.
Hmm.
You minus number
Johnny,
two, all
you
right.
know a little bit more of the religious side. Typically, undead are created through very specific means, and typically there's like a cult behind it. There's, some reason to why undead are formed and created. Um, but the more and more undead you see, the higher the chances is that the cult was large and large.
We've seen. Yeah, we've
Well,
seen a decent amount of undead on here. They've probably
So-
got a decent cult following here or something.
So it's going out and maybe just seeing what's up. You think that bad idea?
I think if we want to get to the town, if we get ourselves into trouble, I feel like we should clear the way to get there so we have
Oh.
a clear way back.
Oh, I agree. I'm just thinking maybe we could avoid a fight and maybe talk our way past this.
I don't think, in my experiences of what we have experienced so far on this island, it's that you can't talk your way out of anything without a fight. You saw what happened to the captain, right?
You saw what happened to the frog people.
I think we should take out the small guys and try and lead this other armored skeleton bony guy back towards us and ambush him. And if we push him into the water and leave to have him fend himself off against these bony serpent crocodile things, then so ever be it. Or if he doesn't seem that strong and we kill him, maybe we can try and take his armor or maybe his sword. I think his sword would be a great prize to take with us.
Trade it for a wound.
No, we would. I mean, we could, but I feel like it could be something we could use against us. I mean, imagine we're on the seas, right? People are already afraid of our ship. Imagine if they heard that we have a magical sword that tears your flesh off if it touches you.
That would be good present.
Aye.
I think I'm willing to do this if we're all going to be this together. We all have to.
So
Be
we're
ready
gonna
for
pick
this.
off the little ones and then fight the big one.
Yes.
I'm always down for a fight.
All right.
Acellus,
Either way, we win.
Acellus, do you think it might be safe to climb one of these trees?
mm,
Do you even think you can? I don't know if I can.
I'm gonna give a quick perception check. There's a tree up above that I could actually hop up over there, and then I could hop. What would be the purpose? What do I need to do?
Well, you're the scout, right? So if you can get higher up, not only do you provide a flanking advantage from a different angle, but you also will provide reconnaissance if you see more in the distance.
All right. Real quick, I see a tree. They're about to pass in an area where I think I can get up safely. Yeah, give me a second. Keep following at this distance, and I'll know exactly where you all are. Give me a second. 1, 2,
You,
and then
you'll
he
get-
just starts climbing up real quick. And climbing up he does, as he, like a spider monkey.
that's creepishly awesome.
That's exactly what you look like when you climb.
Really?
Creepy.
Shit, I'm pretty awesome.
Julian's just starting to laugh for no reason. Just,
Meanwhile,
That poached egg.
no.
so,
Goes down good.
Captain. Julian,
Yeah.
we ran out of wood.
Metaphorically.
Shit. Are you serious? We ran out of wood.
Yeah. I mean, like, 25% of the boat was, like, damaged, like, badly.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame Edward's bad steering for that one.
And if we take another hit like that, I mean, we might have to break crates next time.
Well, I mean, we've
So
got
we
plenty of trees out there.
do you, shall we start telling the men?
Bring them up first. I want to talk to them about something before I ask them to do anything else.
Oh shit! All right. We might as well all gather up on the shore. Uh, yeah. Maybe the deck's big enough.
The deck should be big enough.
All right,
Crap deck.
lads, get up here! Come on, hurry up, hurry up! And one by one, and one by one, by one, by one, by one, the multitude of men that you have on this boat. Tank coming up, you know.
Are you not entertained?
So, as I'm
You got
looking,
the entirety of 75 plus members up, all on the deck, all looking at you. Some like there's a good general perturbed mood. Some are a little bit more cheerful than others, especially like the younger folks are just like curious and like, ooh, hey, you know what's happening. You definitely see Tank is just like not amused. He's just like,
I know. And in my head, the first thing I say is, "Holy fuck!" So I won't be in the center. I'll look around at all the crew, and I'll just say, "All right, I want to take a little vote. Who here hates me and my group? Raise your hand. Nothing bad will happen to you."
Johnny, put your hand down. What? You don't want them to see us, Johnny. Put your goddamn hand down. It's a stealth mission, all right?
Okay, but
so you see
Even I
a
couldn't hear that.
good 67 people like raise their hand.
60 to 70? Maybe you said
Yeah.
6 to 7. Oh my god.
60 to
so-
70 people raise their hand.
now ask which
You
how
know-
many of them hate Johnny.
I don't blame you guys. I know you guys hate us because one, we killed the original captain, and you also hate us because, well, the dumb fucks that left on the mission left you guys in the chains all
As
night
you're
long.
talking, you literally still see Tank like literally raising both his hands.
I
So it's
ignore
almost
him.
like you miscounted.
I ignore him. You know, you want to know why I had no idea you guys were in chains? Because I was up at the front line trying to take this ship back from the creatures that had it. That way we had a way home. Everyone makes mistakes, including you people, including the rest of the crew, and the dumb shits out there right now. But I think you all deserve to hear the real reason why we had to kill the original captain. He was beginning to lose his mind. He was obsessed with only certain treasures, cursed, possessed treasures that drove him to the brink of insanity. He would do anything for those, including watching everyone here die. Those who have been with him a while did see the change, just like me, but we stayed with him because he was our captain. I have been here since the beginning, and I could see the change. He stopped caring about us, or even the money, or the ships we pillaged. He only gave a shit about himself. And no, we didn't want to kill him. Why would we want to do that? We wanted to pull him out and have a fair trial where the crew decide what happened to him for all the shit we've been through. But he went ballistic and attacked us. We defended ourselves. When Edward took his spot, we knew he would only put the crew first. And that is why we decided to have him. When you guys got taken, he was the first one to say, go in and get the crew. We followed because we wanted the crew back. And you know what happened after that? We lost him. Me, the group, and Edward risked our necks to bring you guys back alive. And he is dead now so that you could escape. He sent you guys first so you would live, because all of us already accepted our deaths by that time. And then we kept fighting the whole night through to just try to take the ship back and help you guys survive. Now, when we make it back home and get off this shithole of an island, we're not going to force you to stay. If you don't want to stay on the ship, You are free to leave. Nothing's gonna happen to you. We will pay you even if you leave for all the work you did for us. But to those who stay and sail with us, we will plunder the world and take what is ours, all the treasure, all the ships, everything. Now, what do you say? Would you rather stick with us and return home, or would you rather be stuck on this island and die?
All right, let's see how well you did. Give me
Yep.
give me a persuasion check on this one. I'm giving you a little bit of a buffer
Thank you.
because of actually like going through.
A little bit of a Bruce Buffer. It's SmackDown.
Like
It's not
you're
20. It's a
you're
modified
not gonna
20.
get that
Only
one.
wrestlers are gonna get that.
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You see Tank walk up. I spit in everyone's food yesterday.
We know. We know.
I hold back the laughter.
Every day we have fought, and every day I saw the captain get worse. What he says is true. We know it. Come on, lads. We know it in our hearts. It is true. Aye, Julian. All right. I'll sail with you one last time. Again. After this mess is through. However, fuck me over, and I'll spit in your food twice.
If we end up fucking you over, I expect you to just spit straight in our mouths.
Yeah, how about I'll just start shitting on your food?
Or you can just kill us. Whatever one works.
That's
Kill us.
more
Kill us.
satisfying.
Then spit in our mouths.
More satisfying.
I want you all to know that what I want is best for the crew. I don't want these possessed cursed treasures. I don't want to stay on this island with fucking children all around trying to giggle and take us away. It's pissing me off. I want to get home and get you all to safety.
Inside check. I'm not even there.
Inside check.
Yeah.
That one.
They all believe
Dude,
you.
I like to imagine like, damn, this is about as good as Bushy Beard.
What do you need, Captain?
Yep.
Well,
Goddamn.
I was told that we needed wood because we ran out. So how about we go out and we all start getting some wood?
Lads, you hear that? We get the best dare of our lives. We're gonna chop this place down. All right. I'm chopping it down with a shovel if I have to. Let's do it.
Let's have some fun.
Very effective. Yeah, you remember that
How?
that
Let's see.
scene from Lord of the Rings where Sauron is taking down the trees of the Ents?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some PTSD right now from that. That's what's going to happen, and we're in the fucking middle of it.
You're welcome.
They begin to just start hacking away at these trees. You hear
I
the
got bad
groaning and the
feeling.
falling of them as they topple over. The trees that are nearby you are still like not as thick, but it very quickly they become thicker and thicker and thicker trees. And you guys start to be chopping up wood like crazy. However, the initial burst is slightly affected by some of them literally trying to shoot trees down. So
I did
a
that
little bit too drunk.
But,
But it does eventually start getting back on track.
and I will have some of the crew start helping put the boat together as well, and I'll be helping with cutting trees and bringing wood over.
As they are starting to bring shit over, a couple like the repairmen are beginning to actually form a temporary bridge from the top to the bottom, so that way people can literally just walk up with the planks of wood that you guys have. And as you start to do that over and over and over, it's starting to look like a productive crew.
Power crew.
Till you hear, Captain, you're going to want to look at this. And
I'll
that's
walk
where
there.
we're going to cut from you.
Oh, damn it, fuck shit.
I can't see anything. We cut.
Adla, Johnny, and Two Gun. As you guys are all walking,
You forgot Balzahar, Dar, Mar, Gar, Dar.
nope,
Ow.
no,
Oh.
I did not.
Alligators got him.
Nope. Balzahar is looking up, looking around, and is slowly starting to follow you guys. And then he looks up right as Acellus comes down and looks at all of you. We need to go now. And that's where we're going to end it for a 30-minute break, and we'll come right back.
That,
Is he
that
bringing?
is a word.
Nathan, I'll fucking do it. Oh, you're recording shit.
That's paladin.
I do
I'm
lay on
recording.
hands every night to myself. Oh
I
shit,
do
Alright.
it's recording.
because I'm the only one listening.
Now I'm
slow
ready.
enough.
Welcome back from the
Presbyterians.
30-minute break. Of course, you had to do that. Well, we're all fed. We're all munching on our drinks and drinking our food. So, that's how it works.
Did
But,
you eat one of Dick's poached eggs? Goddamn.
yeah. We're all back. Now, Julian,
Yeah.
as you're called over and kind of walk over, you look at the tree that they're kind of chopping down, and you see Bone in the tree.
See who?
Bone.
Yeah, we can just leave that tree there. Just yeah. Let's not cut that tree down. If you guys see bone, just stop cutting, please.
Yeah, but Captain, they're starting to be in all the trees. What do we do?
They're what? I
Yeah.
will hop down and walk over to the trees and start looking around.
Eventually you get over there and you see where they've been chopping, and you see like bone, like a bone rib, and then like
Oh.
where they've cut out, and then you're just kind of looking over right as a hand breaks through the wood, trying to reach for anything, and it's gonna see if it can grapple. Do a dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw. Oh,
Yeah.
garbage. Oh, my dex isn't too bad. It's a 2.
Ooh.
19, 21.
Literally beat it.
Nice.
As the hand just goes out, immediately missing you, and just starts trying to claw and pull, and you slowly begin to start seeing a full shoulder start to be pulled out, and hearing
Can I take just a piece of wood and just kind of hit the arm off? Is it like a skeleton arm? It's gonna hit
yeah,
right
it
at
is
the
a skeleton
I'm gonna
arm.
hit right at the joint and just knock the arm off and be like, "Fuck you."
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Oh, what am I using? Strength.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Let's see how much damage you can do real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
You pop an
relax.
arm off.
You heal it for 3.
Natural 20.
Oh.
You heal it
Oh,
for
man.
6.
Just for you. Let's do a d6.
Do a D6.
Yeah, why not?
5. So 10.
9.
You
9.
immediately whap it, and it stops moving, and then the arm just slumps down. You're like, all good. And then you start hearing, Captain? Oh, fuck, mate! Oh, hell no! And you start to see all the trees, literally all of them, including the ones that you haven't even chopped yet, start to have arms start to claw out. And as you're looking into the forest, arms start popping out from the ground, and you hear an audible and bones starting to crack, bones starting to scrape against dirt and wood, and then you are looking at a sea of skeletons start to rise from the
I-
forest.
Turn around and I Eldritch Blast to hit the bell that Adlar told me to hit if we have an emergency.
Ding, 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 ding.
Do we hear it?
Immediately, you guys walking around.
My passive perception is 17. So if it's good enough to hear it, then
Balazar is a little bit higher than you guys. No, he doesn't even see it. He's just looking around. He looks up, but as he looks up, immediately, we need to go now. All of you, we need to go. I heard the bell.
you heard the bell from up there.
Yeah, I was on the top of the trees. It carried over on top. We need to
Shit.
go back. There's something wrong with the. What the hell?
What?
Look over. What the hell is going on? Oh god, yeah, we need to go. As he's pointing over there and you start to look, you start to see white coming out of the trees. Just a little bit of white, and then you start to see hands starting to claw out of the trees.
Oh, that's not good. What the fuck did Julian do?
Yeah.
Oh god.
This is
Lads,
that
we need to
feeling I'm
go.
talking about.
Doesn't look good.
We need to
Alright,
go. We need to
alright.
go. Go, 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 go.
We're gonna follow the exact
And
same
as he
path.
says that, immediately a sword pierces through him, and it has a runic hilt to
Through
it.
Celis?
Through a cellus.
Oh shit.
As
Oh,
he
that
plummets
bad.
immediately to the ground. As you see a smiling, white, pure, like albino skinned creature that is looking at you, heavily armored. As you are starting to see, it is not just one or two that are near him, but many undead behind him. As he slowly raises the blade, just not 15 feet from you guys. Let's have some fun.
See ya.
Oh, I say we go.
I'm
So we're
running the
booking it?
exact same path that we came on the path. Or the bog.
Right behind you.
The exact same path we went
Johnny, keep up.
I'm running, I guess.
You guys are all going to commit to running, correct?
from. Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Everyone in this group needs to roll initiative just for sake of shits and giggles.
Shit.
Let's run this encounter, boys.
God damn it.
How far away from the boat were we?
You guys are like quite a far away. You guys are like about like 35 minutes away,
And,
walking wise.
I knew we should have shown our crew the second Lord of the Rings movie.
Adlar, what's your initiative?
Next time we stick to Peter Pan. Captain Hook, he my favorite.
Adla?
Your favorite.
11.
11.
I
An
rolled
11?
terrible.
Johnny.
4.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
No.
two gun.
Oh, that's how the world ends.
11.
Oh, damn it.
I think I can fix this. I think I can
No,
fix this.
no, you really can't.
You all literally rolled below its natural roll.
Well, mine was a natural roll.
So that's Jesus crikey. Let's start this.
You ever see that movie, The Forest? Yeah, neither have I. I didn't get a chance to because I was in it.
Because we were dead.
We were in the movie The Forest.
So since it's you guys are gonna be running. I already know this. Do you
I'm
guys
stopping.
want me to try and have a map that you guys are constantly going to be leaving?
No, not until we stop and fight. Make it
Okay.
confusing.
Fantastic. The white turns around and says, "Rise, children of the damned.
No, stand the ground.
Rise."
Stand the ground. Stand the ground.
And as he says that, he brings his hand across the blade, bleeding his hand and letting it drip. And then the ground starts to quake as more undead begin to claw their way from the ground.
Great.
As he's currently turned away from you guys, summoning more undead.
Fuck, we can never get to this goddamn town.
Adla, it's your turn.
Well, this might come as a surprise to you, but I've decided I'm gonna run.
All right, Two Gun, you as well.
Oh,
I-
I'd be running.
Action.
I've got action, bonus action, movement, so I can run at 90.
All right, Adler, you're a little. You're 30 feet away from Two Gun. Now, the skeletons do begin to come forth, but they're quite a bit slow, so they don't quite get towards you, Johnny. However, it is now your turn. They're about 10 feet away from you.
I'm expecting
For
them to
the
get lost in the
sword.
bog.
Huh?
For the runic sword,
Yes.
do I know if it's made of metal?
Oh, I think I know what he's gonna
Do
do.
you wanna
Oh boy. Oh boy.
roll an insight on that?
Sounds good.
And roll good.
Why don't you just take a look at his armor? Oh, I'm up
Please,
there. Never mind.
please, we're all good.
13 total.
We caught enough shit on the beach.
13 total. Looking at the blade, the handle is not made of metal and is made out of this bone-like material that has been fastened together. The metal is only on the blade.
Sounds good. I cast heat metal on his armor while saying, "Hot armor you got there," and then turn around and run.
I am so sorry.
What are you,
What?
a bard?
As you begin and cast and
Close.
say that, immediately you realize his armor is not made directly of metal, but is actual obsidian.
Damn.
And so as you cast that, his armor shimmers and a couple pieces kind of glow, and he just turns, smiling. Ah,
Damn.
the fun begins. At least you let me catch up to you.
Are you
You're
Should
gonna
have
try
cast
and
heat
run.
obsidian.
I run 30 feet.
All
And
right.
cast shield on myself.
All right. He is going to walk his how fast does this thing run? 30 feet. So he's actually gonna run his speed up towards you. Now, we're gonna cut to Julian real quick. Julian, you see tons of undead beginning to form and rise from the ground. And your men are currently like stumbling back, looking at the wood that they're trying to chop and the undead that are coming out of it, not knowing what the hell to do.
Quick question before anything. We still have cannons on the ship, correct?
Yes,
We have cannonballs that we were able to get back some of them.
correct.
What way is the ship facing?
We've talked about this. Actually one side of the ship is faced towards the beach face.
Perfect. I am going to call out and just I need all the fighters to get your weapons and get ready to fight the skeletons. Everyone else, get as many cannons onto our side of the ship as possible and prepare to fire.
The men quickly, aye, and just immediately start going about, and then you hear something very common amongst the crew that are trying to get up and get ready. All right, where's the master gunner? Oh, shit.
Uh,
I think you would. Yes, you would yell at us for this. Go, hey! And you just see one idiot just beginning to be like, "Well, I've spent the most amount of time underneath him. Let's do this." And then they start packing up the cannons. I'm gonna roll a check.
Can I please, if I hear it, roll to see if he's doing it correctly?
Give me the biggest intelligence check of your life.
Okay.
Give me a Johnny Crimson intelligence check.
Oh. 13?
I rolled a 13. It just happened to be 11 last time I rolled intelligence.
You have a feeling you might be doing it wrong. You don't know how or what or how to fix it.
Just get the cannons to the side. I'm pretty sure they're on their way back.
Aye, aye, Captain, as they begin to, and then the hatches open one by one by one by one.
Any spellcaster, start casting.
All right. Hey, hey, hey! And you begin to see like a crew of 7 spellcasters get to the side and start casting their fire bolts as they launch them into the trees, trying to light them aflame. But again, the amount that they're starting to destroy is nowhere near the amount of undead beginning to rise and slowly make their way towards the boat.
So wait, how many of them are coming out of the ground? How many of them are coming out of the trees?
There's 1 per tree.
Okay.
1 is coming out per tree. How many are coming out of the ground per se? So there's a good about over 200 creatures coming out in general, coming out of the forest currently.
Don't aim for the trees. Aim for the ones that are not coming out of the trees. The ones coming out will take longer.
Aye, aye, Captain. And they begin adjusting their aim. And you see the other members of the crew haven't even like given a shit for any sign. They just start getting their muskets, and you see just the crew unloading and firing off into the forest.
We've got to have heard the gunfire, at least.
You guys starting to rush back, start hearing pop, 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 popping sounds coming from the beach.
I'm still running. I'm still running. I can't run any faster.
I'm casting Eldritch Blast, by the way.
Johnny, he is right behind you, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Are you gonna try and action disengage? Or are you gonna take the swing?
I'll take the swing. I
Alright,
cast a shield on myself.
and thank God. Alright, yep, it's gonna miss.
Whew. Thank God.
As he swings, you can hear the blade cutting the air, and literally all the plants that it cuts, you see them wither and die. As you see his frown begin to form.
Ugh. Still can't hit me.
It's gonna be Johnny's last words. He's gonna have like a
That's literally
like a
gonna be
fucking
your last
like a
words, man.
sword through his chest. He's like, you still couldn't hit me. Fucking idiot.
Jesus crikey.
Jesus
I do
Christ.
not have enough fucking arrows for this. I'm gonna fucking die.
I believe in you.
You guys start to run. At this point, you are getting chased by this creature. You're getting the undead are quite a bit slower, but they start to pick up speed in themselves. So they actually start to pick up and catch up with this creature. that is literally on your guys' heels. I need all three of you to make acrobatic checks as you guys are going to try and hop past on the swamp lands.
Is this an individual check or is this like a
Yes.
group check?
That's
Mm.
decent.
This will be
I don't. I mean, I feel like I'm too far ahead of Johnny.
this will be individual checks
And you said
as
it
you
was
pass through.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yes.
I need to start rolling good.
Balazar has his first success, Adla, since you're first to pass.
11.
11.
I'm rolling really low, and I have really good bonuses.
As you're running, a little bit of the ground breaks and you catch yourself, but then the memory flashes of what just happened earlier in the day, and you're like, oh no. As you begin to run past, you now think it might be quite a bit more difficult for the people behind you. Two Gun and Johnny.
I got 24.
Oh, wow.
24, fantastic. You
Fine.
making it quite a bit behind Adla, but still being able to make it. Johnny,
14.
14.
Wow, I'm glad you
As
guys were higher
you
than me.
step, a bigger piece just chunks, lops, and falls to the ground. I rolled for Balazar, and he barely succeeds as well, as he is right in front of Johnny, looks back, gives him a nod, and trying to help keep him steady as he goes through. I need to roll for the creature, and he perfectly is keeping up with you guys. I'm gonna use this for the undead, and they are somehow keeping perfectly fine with you guys, general group wise.
Okay.
Alpha, since you're first.
Yes, another check. I have switched out dice. Hopefully it does better.
It did.
That was a nat one.
It's
Nat
10.
That's a 10.
Oh my god. I'm giving this
Dude.
one a warm up. I'll give it one more chance.
And you step and a large chunk breaks off. You're able to catch yourself, luckily,
Shit.
although there's no one else. And then very quickly you begin to see not one, not two, but multiple scales and lines of them begin to swim towards the areas that you guys have failed.
Run faster!
Must run faster.
Two Gun and Johnny.
Is this another action check?
Yep.
Can I just reuse my old one? I like it. I like it a lot.
Nope. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's still a 20.
17.
Thank God you guys are rolling better than me.
I have a +0, by the way.
I got a +6.
Johnny, as you are looking up at Balazar, he quickly looks back to make sure that you're doing fine as he steps completely off the platform, falling plunk right into the water. Oh, fuck. Doesn't even finish a sentence as a giant mouth comes over right on top of his head, pulls him right down in the water,
Okay.
disappearing.
Get some fucking Jaws action here. Fuck.
I was totally going to go back for him
However,
if I had more time.
very quickly after that, you look over and then you see this creature, full clad armor, step and the entire ground breaks and it falls. And the moment this creature hits the water, it freezes. Ugh. Damn. And then keeps on going. Now walking kind of on the platform, a little bit walking on ice as the water begins to form an ice, and the creatures are trying to eat up the ice right after his steps.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
However, The undead are just fine. The rest of the skeleton are following even better than the armored one.
Oh my god.
Do I like to think I
2 nat 20s in a row, guys.
Holy shit.
You're lucky I'm using them now.
Thank
Yep.
fuck.
Well, that's 2 of our crewmates gone. Our strongest and probably best sighted. Fuck. Thanks, Jillian. Thank you.
What'd I do?
You made the crew almost riot to take out the trees.
Adla.
Who could have known? Oh, I could have.
One
Lord of the
last
Rings.
check. One last check.
All right. This is gonna be a good one. All right. It can't get any worse than there. It can, but it can't.
Can't get any worse.
It was the exact same roll. I got a 10. I give up. I'm gonna use my other dice.
As you step, the last step, you remember, oh, right, you don't want to go around this side because, fuck. As you step right where Acellus broke the area off, you step right next to it and it breaks off, and you do not catch hold of the tree quick enough, and you plummet right into the water.
Adla!
Two Gun and Johnny.
I got 18.
18. And you get up right to where Adlar plummets in.
Am I close enough where I could grab him and pull him back on?
He's a little bit down below, but you could both reach up and grab.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab him.
You reach down, Adla. You take your turn to be pulled back up, and you guys are gonna carry on. However, that allows the creature to catch up to you guys and take a couple attacks. Johnny, what are you gonna do?
So I wanted to jump over as well, and then just make sure that they could get ahead of me again. So
Okay.
basically, I tried to jump over and then hold and push them.
What
forward.
was your roll?
15.
15. All right. A little bit more of the platform that you guys are all standing on is breaking apart.
Fuck
As this
me.
creature
It's
walks
covered
up,
in goo. Ugh.
as you're being pulled up by Two Gun immediately, this creature catches up and takes 2 quick slices in succession. However, does a 14 hit you?
14 ties.
Oh no.
14. Then this one definitely hits, as it will hit you twice. Let me roll it real quick.
Do I have
You know-
do I have a defense like uncanny dodge or anything?
All right, to our sponsor. Sorry, we're making new characters.
Cutting words. Does he have cutting words yet?
3 slashing damage
Correct.
Does he have
plus
cutting words yet?
another 3, so 6 slashing damage. And then I need to roll quick. God, I hope I don't do a lot of damage. How are you doing?
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I totally understand that.
I do have cutting words.
Can you use that on the low attack?
Are you? Do you want to use that?
I think I do want to use that.
Okay.
What did that do? I forget.
What's
It
it
says
do?
expend a use of bardic inspiration to subtract 1d6 from an attack ability or damage roll made by a creature within 60.
Got it.
Roll that d6 right now, because that's an additional 15 damage to you.
So let's get
Of
the first one down
necrotic.
there.
2!
Hey, you subtract the
That's
attack
better.
by 2.
Better than 1.
Better than what?
I feel like
So-
he was trying to use it against the attack is the thing, and since
Oh.
he's new,
Isn't
Appreciate
that
it. Make
isn't that what I was doing?
yeah.
Using it against the attack
Yeah.
that you just did?
Since he's new to Bard, I don't. He was.
Oh, I think he might have thought it was damage. but it's against the attack roll, so he would have used that against your 14, which would make
Right,
it 12,
that's what I
which
was
would make it a hit.
after.
Yeah,
So it would
yeah.
make
So
it
then
a
that would,
miss
so that the first
for
one
the
would be
first
hit,
one.
or the first
No.
one would miss.
This
Whatever.
one will be, so you still receive with the second attack in total 10 necrotic damage and 3 slashing damage.
13.
Yes.
Keep those inspirations in the back of your head, Dave. They come in handy.
That just saved you on a lot of damage just now.
That could have killed him.
Do I get to use that one over again? Or is that just
No.
once per rest?
Once per. You can use it as a reaction for the cutting words, I believe. So once per your turn, you can use it.
Oh,
Johnny,
so I can use it every turn.
You have a certain number of inspiration dice you can use.
I'm assuming a 16 doesn't hit you, Johnny.
No.
That was a shield up.
As he slashes Two Gun to try and get him to release, unfortunately doesn't quite do enough damage to knock him out. He goes in for a grasp to Johnny, and you see a cold embrace in his hand as he does not catch hold. However, you all get back up and are going to escape and run away, or are you going to use your actions to disengage?
I'm just.
You guys
running.
go. I'll be right behind you.
Two Gun? What are you
Yes.
going to do?
I'm gonna go.
I'm running.
Go,
Are you
get out of
taking
here.
the hit?
Can
What?
I take the hit?
Oh, yeah. So first one to act. Does a 22 hit you?
Barely.
Shit.
Barely. All right.
Shield of
Let's see
faith,
what
man.
happens.
Shield of faith.
Let's
It's 1 over my AC.
wait. What is this for? So that is okay. That's better damage. 7 slashing on
Okay.
that roll, but less on the other one because it's 6 necrotic.
And it's magical, so I don't get a reduction.
All right. As you all carry onward, what would you like to do, Adla?
Well, Johnny runs, right? And
Mhm.
Two Gun is gonna run, right?
Right.
Yes.
So it's just me
Mhm.
right now, and there's no ally within 5 feet of me, right?
Yes.
I'm going to attack him with my short sword 1 time, and I get my sneak attack.
Oh, yes, you do, and you can escape.
Yep.
Okay, I see
I mean,
where
he
this is
doesn't
going.
have a reaction
Yep.
to.
I don't get advantage, but I do get sneak attack if I hit. I can't roll good today.
What did you get?
That's gonna be 12. A 12 to hit.
12 does not.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't roll good today. I don't think I've rolled any higher than like a 9 or something like that.
No.
Ridiculous.
No.
Like naturally.
Try just rolling the dice.
That's literally what I do. I'm literally rolling it.
Man, I mean, how
Get in
you
here.
know
Drop it in.
how to
Oh,
roll the dice
I just
is
rolled
you
it again. I
gotta
got 17. The fuck.
roll the
Alright.
dice.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I hit or not. I can still escape without taking opportunity attack. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's like,
All right.
fuck you.
One of us
Run.
One of us would have had to take an opportunity attack because that's why I want to go first.
Oh damn.
You guys are going to be literally one step ahead of him. Julian,
I can move 60 because I can use
Yeah.
my bonus action.
Okay, so we're still blasting at these skeletons. Are we making a dent at all?
you guys are blasting. Let's see if you guys are. Ooh, that's no, that would not make sense to roll those two. You've killed about 38% of them,
That's not bad. In like what?
but
18 seconds.
yeah, in the 18 seconds you guys have been blasting. However, the ones that have been crawling out of the tree have finally crawled out of the tree and are beginning to join the rest of the army, as they are 38. So that's probably that's 70 6 skeletons you guys have killed out of the 200 plus. Not bad.
I will tell everyone. I'm just gonna be like, all right, guys. Now that they're getting closer, as you take shots, keep backing up, and you get to the ship. Get on the ship.
You don't even hear the aye captain as they are like, without a doubt, just slowly backing away as they're firing their guns. The mages are casting the spells, and you see, you have like a strong front line. A couple people are just like armored with shields, and then you have a couple bare chested, just like Balazar was, where they are just full blown, just getting ready to just slaughter anything in front of them. And so you have a small beefy line in front of the gunsmen and the mages that are just casting and shooting stuff. A majority of the crew, though, like 46 around of the crew, is back in the boat, and the remainder of the crew are the actual fighting capable ones.
Okay, so are the ones back in the boat just waiting by the cannons, or what are they doing? Do I know?
Those specific ones aren't able to fight, so they're helping load, do pretty much anything they can. But as you're looking around and from past, these guys literally are just bringing ammo to people or helping the cannons in any way, but they can't do much else.
All right, they're fine. Is the front line backing up with us too? Or are they staying up there?
They're having a little bit of a distance, but they're slowly backing.
Okay, that's all I need from them to back up. I will still be blasting as many skeletons as I can. Are they coming from the sides as well, or is it just kind of in front of us?
As you look to the left, as you look to the right, you begin to see the general force is starting to become not quite unlive, but undead. As the general force begins to waken, every tree undead begin to walk out. Less undead coming from the ground, and more just every tree something is clawing out. The undead that are clawing out from the tree look more hideous and more deranged, for better word, look to be more vicious too. They're taking more hits than the other undead that are crawling out of the ground. They seem to be this giant long-armed skeletal creatures with these giant tongues that are snaking out of their skeletal heads. It doesn't look pretty.
Now, how much wood have we gotten on this ship?
Give me a quick intelligence check.
Travis, I'm taking your good rules. That's a 15.
I need him, please.
Thinking through, you probably have enough to finish the repairs, maybe enough for one more repair, but that's risking it.
And then, from what I remember, it's probably another intelligence. From what I remember, if the ship goes out on the water right now, will it float or will it start to sink? With how the repairs have been going.
Float.
Float? Okay. So I'm going to yell to the ones on the ship and say, time to get the boat on the water! Push it out! We'll make repairs on the water!
Aye, aye, Captain! As they begin to start kicking off the wood that has kept the ship just together, they begin easily just throwing off the giant beams that they have supported against, and very slowly the ship just lurches back.
And I will tell everyone around me, when that ship gets in the water, you all climb on. I'll be the last one on. You understand?
Aye, aye. As the ship slowly begins to very very slowly accelerate and start to slide towards the ocean.
All right, and then we'll just hold off. I'm trying to have everyone hold off until the rest of the crew comes back.
As you are all running, Adla, you're able to get ahead with your with your bonus actions. And as you guys are all starting to get up, you guys break free from the trees, only to be greeted by the backs of skeleton heads as they all begin to turn towards you.
I hide.
And that is exactly where we're going to end it tonight, everyone.
Fuck. I don't even know what to say.
Don't forget to check for those traps.